Hey everyone, welcome to Edie's Attic. My name is Jenny and I'm here with your weekly love energy read. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new and you find this message to be helpful, please subscribe and also share with friends and family that you may also find this message to be relevant for. I did pre-shuffle and pull the first three cards. I started to record this video, and this has happened so many times to me before. You think I would have learned my lesson, but my alarm went off and stopped my recording right in its process. So I'm just going to pick up where I shuffled and left off. But the first card we have out is Your Words Are Power, followed by Wolf Pack, and time for some R&R rituals and reading. Now, with your words are power, it's like this feeling of being very careful right now in what you express. When I was stepping into this reading, I was getting a sense that this is for the collective that is in a committed relationship or married. Usually I feel that I pull on individuals that are single or dating, but I'm really feeling today that this is for a committed collective. And you're being asked right now by your guides to be very careful about what you express to your partner, being mindful of the way that you speak to them and the words that you're using. Because even though sometimes you may get frustrated or irritated with your significant other, and you may be quick to words and to fights or to argue or to take a jab, they really do love you. We all go through things. We all go through our own personal battles. Sometimes our significant others, our spouses, our partners don't always express to us the depth of the battles they're dealing with internally. That's where you have to kind of be mindful and pay attention. Read the room, read their energy, and understand that sometimes you may say something to them that is very triggering. And while as spiritual beings and growing and learning our lessons, yes, we do need to be triggered once in a while to step outside of our comfort zone and to be pushed into being better. But this is more or less being asked that you have more empathy and understanding towards your person right now, and recognizing how the slightest misuse of words could really, really affect their mental space. And ultimately, when their mental space is not healthy and they're suffering, it's going to reflect on you and your relationship as well. So just keeping that in mind, being very careful about not intentionally trying to hurt your partner's feelings or feeling like a certain way and having to like even the score. I'm being told that right now you're being asked to give the love that you want to receive, not necessarily reciprocating what you're getting, because someone in this partnership has to be the one to maintain a high vibe energy and keep the cycle of good, healthy words of encouragement and love going in the right direction versus, tit for tatting, if that makes sense. So that is definitely important to someone listening today. I know we've all been there, and I feel like for myself, I feel like in my relationships, I can see and sense within myself when I'm beginning to do that tit for tat, where if I'm feeling a certain way or neglected or not paid attention to or not spoken to properly or whatever it may be within any relationship, actually, that you have this urge to make them feel the way that you just felt. So take this for your relationship as far as love, but also in your personal relationships with like friends and family as well. Trying to go against that urge to one up someone and just giving back love, because you have to understand that for them to say something or to lash out at you a certain way, there's got to be something else going on right now in their energy or in their mindset to feel that way, because I am getting that this person loves you. Like loves you. They're your forever ride or die. They don't see the rest of their life with someone else. Like you're their person. They're just going through something right now. And I'm not condoning, and spirit is not condoning verbal or physical abuse of any sort. But maybe your snide comments or your irritability or someone's just quick to judge or quick to snap back. That's kind of what I'm getting right now, is not reciprocating that kind of energy. Next we have out is wolf pack. So yeah, this person looks to you as being a part of their wolf pack, their pride, their family, their group. Like you and them and the family you've created or the life that you created is what their main focus is right now. It has been. There may have been times in your relationship where that may have been not the primary focus, but I'm getting that absolutely at this point and in their mind for the rest of their life here, they are finally coming to an understanding of how important you really are to them and how you have been by their side through so much, and that you've always been there through the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, like everything that you two have been together through. They know that they're never going to not only find another partner that can do this for them, but they're at a point now where they don't even know if they could ever even find a friend that would be as loyal, loving, and dedicated as you have been to them. So from where they are mentally, they know you're their family. You're even closer to them than family. They would do anything to make sure that you are protected, that you are cared for, that you are safe, and that you feel and know that you are loved. So if you had any doubts or concerns as of recent, if your person truly, truly loves you, the answer is yes. They truly do love you. Beyond words, beyond an explanation of what love means to them. It's like surpasses love. It's like that saying from Twilight, the imprinting, where you would do anything for someone because they've imprinted on your soul. This person truly feels like you have imprinted on their soul. Last card I have out here is time for some R&R, rituals, and reading. So you're also being called individually to do some R&R for yourself. Maybe going back to your roots, praying, doing some manifesting rituals. I'm getting cleansing your space, your aura, your house, maybe saging, walking around, saging the rooms, getting back to the basics, grounding yourself, getting some fresh air, just everything that you would typically do to bring yourself back to neutral, even if it's going to the gym and working out or reading a book. to just find peace and calm within yourself and to bring yourself back to a very even neutral place. That's what Spirit's saying would be best for you at this point. Because from what I'm getting from the energy of this reading so far is that I feel like maybe you have felt a lot of pressure and stress, and it's not necessarily your own pressure and stress. It's because of something that's happening with your person, and you're feeling the weight or the heaviness of whatever they're going through being pushed down upon you, and it feels almost like there's nothing that you can do, and that's why you've been in this energy of, does this person love me, and like, why are they acting like this, and wanting to clap back and snap back and say, things that'll make them feel the way that you're feeling at this time. I'm getting that you need to bring yourself to neutral and to find a place of center. So that way you have a better perspective on the whole situation and you're calmer when reacting and responding. And being told right now that not everything that is said and done to you needs a reaction at all. Sometimes we have a more powerful impact on the people around us by simply staying silent and removing ourselves. Usually that's all it takes is, what? If you had someone, if you, let's just say, for instance, you snapped at someone and said something that was harsh, and they didn't respond to you, and they didn't say a thing back. They didn't respond, they didn't react. They simply just looked at you, stayed silent, and went on their business and did something else. We would sit there and we would be like, wow, I was so wrong in my behavior just now that they didn't even say anything to me. It really would put you in a position of having to think about your actions because you're not thinking about what that person just said to you. You're thinking about what I just said to them. And then you start to realize in that moment how wrong you were or how irrational or inappropriate. So I'm being told for you to neutralize, find your peace, in center, and to remove yourself if your person is snippy or snarky or taking jabs or whatever it is that they end up doing, not to react, to just remove. So that's for someone. Let me go into my lover's oracle, and I'm going to wrap this up with a few cards in regards to your person and what they're feeling at this moment. I can't do this right now. Yeah, this person needs space. They have much on their mind. They have much going on in their personal life outside of your relationship. And it could be work related. I feel for many it is work related. There's a lot of pressure going on right now in this person's work life. It could be also friend group related, but I'm leaning more towards just the stresses and the pressures of work and financial obligations. They're feeling the weight of the responsibility of having to provide and to pay their bills and make sure that you and your family are taken care of and provided for, all the while trying to maintain their own sanity in this mad, mad world, which is a song that I was channeling prior to um, this reading. Mad, mad world. That's like the energy that this person is going through. Like, no matter, you know, what happens and all the craziness that's going on around them and in this world right now, they have to make sure that they show up and do their job efficiently and make sure that they continue to make sure that your children, your family is taken care of. So they're going through so much right now. And I'm feeling like this person, you might be nagging them or on them about particular things that you need from them, or perhaps you're just in this emotional place where you just want to feel loved and to hear you're loved and to be showed you're loved. And they want to, they just mentally cannot do that right now. They're tired. They're mentally fatigued. They have so much going on that's so important for your own good and for their own good, that it's just they can't muster up the energy to do all that emotional stuff right now. Okay, we have I can't promise you anything. So you may have been asking this person to come through on something recently, or to provide some kind of service or act to you, whether it be going out on a date, or doing that a home project that you need completed, or you know fill in the blank, whatever it is. They can't promise you anything because there's still, like I said before with the first card, there's so much involved in making sure that they're doing the best job they can with whatever it is that they do for work or to survive, to live. And they're so they're overwhelmed. So they want to, the odds are they probably will, but they just want you to relax, to kind of settle down. Like, things are going to happen when the energy and the time is right. If they're not mentally there and they're not emotionally feeling it, because their mind and their energy is focused so much on survival mode, they just can't right now with this. They're just asking you, I can't do this right now. I can't promise you anything. They don't know how to explain it to you. They don't want to break your heart. They don't want you to feel let down or disappointed, because all they're doing is trying to make sure that you're safe and taken care of. It's quite a place to be in if you're the divine masculine. It says, I don't understand. So you may be this energy here, I don't understand, because you don't. Divine feminines tend to lean way more into their spirituality and their emotional side. We tend to be very emotional and very connected to our heart space. Masculines need a little bit of a encouragement. And if they're completely in the physical 3D and they're operating out of their, root chakra, trying to stay grounded and surviving, all their energy is being focused into the lower chakra systems, where ours tend to be a little bit more like heart space, throat space, and third eye and crown. So you're not understanding the whys to the things that you need from them right now and why they can't fulfill them. And that's why Spirit was saying for you to take time out to center yourself, so that way you can approach the situation and you can see the situation from a very clear, calm, understanding mindset. Try to take yourself out of it and look at it from a third person to get better clarity. Then we have I can't handle your love. So yeah, this person who's in there heavy in their root chakra right now, it's just they want you to get on their their level. They want you to be like, okay, I get it. It's grind time. It's go time. We have to pay our bills. We have to take care of this. We have to, make that money. We have to survive. We got to get that food. We got to pre-plan. They want you to kind of get on that level where you're like, I need you to get on my level though. I want you to hold my hand and let's cuddle and talk about our future. And wouldn't it be romantic if, yeah, I'm feeling like you two are on two different like wavelengths here in regards to where you want your relationship at this time. And that's probably where most of the conflict is coming from. And I don't mean to laugh, but I can relate. I get that, you know. Um, it's rough for you and for your partner when you're both on one level and you want the other person to see your point of view, but neither one of you are seeing each other's points of views. And I keep being told by spirit is at the end of the day, even though you guys aren't seeing eye to eye, there's love there. It's just right now at this particular point in your relationship, due to external factors being presented to you from the outside world, that it looks different for the two of you. Your expectations of the love in this relationship at this time are different. And this may warrant for you two to have a discussion, if possible, in regards to your points of views and where you're coming from, so that way there's clarity. But having a discussion without pointing fingers or making the other person feel bad for where they are emotionally, that way you guys can kind of tap into each other's energy and kind of understand a little bit better on where you're coming from. So let's do one more from my simple oracle, well, maybe a couple more for a few more points of information from spirit in regards to this matter, and then we'll wrap it up. I got 3. Let's see. So we got left on red, no reply, ghosted. Perhaps you got into an argument or an altercation verbally with your person recently, and they kind of just like left you on red, didn't reply, kind of went silent in response. And then we have reset, wanting a second chance, would like to try again, followed by dealing with an issue regarding the home repairs and renovation. Yeah, so that's the lashing out. So either your person lashed out or said something that was insensitive to you, and you ghosted them or decided, you know what, I'm not dealing with this, or vice versa. Maybe you finally reciprocated that energy that we were saying not to reciprocate that kind of energy, but to keep kind of pushing love outward towards your person, and they ended up ghosting you because they just couldn't deal with it, is probably for the best. Remember, we just talked about this too, is walking away and removing yourself from the environment if it starts to go south and name calling or jabs start being made. So that's like what is happening here. So one of you two recently walked away, but if it was your person that ghosted you, perhaps they're at work or they're out or they're out of town or whatever, and you never heard back from them. So you're kind of like in this place of, you know, I've been with this person for how many years, and, you know, I can't believe they wouldn't even call me back. I mean, put yourself in their position though. Sometimes it's just easier not to say anything at all and just deal with it when they get home, especially if it's interrupting the one thing that's keeping you two afloat and to keeping you two like surviving. Like they need to focus there, not on the love dovey stuff, right? But they do feel bad. They want a second chance. They want to try to figure this out. They don't want to fight no more. They don't want to keep on going around in these circles and these arguments over love. And that's like another thing, though. How many of us have sat there and fought with our love over love rather than just giving the love and knowing that eventually it's going to keep going back and forth, putting out the love, getting the love, being flirtatious, getting that response. And instead, we would rather just sit there and tell them, you're not loving me enough, and you're not showing it to me enough, and you need to love me more, and you need to love me this way or that way. You know, people don't want to be told how to love. It's okay for you to express that you feel a lack in a certain area and that you are feeling maybe hurt or neglected in a certain place, but to school someone else on loving you better is embarrassing, and it can be shameful, and it can really knock a masculine's pride down to where they don't even know what to do. They don't even know how to move forward because they just feel so embarrassed at that point. But this person definitely wants to try this again on a better foot. They don't want to keep cycling through these petty arguments anymore. It's too draining. It's too much work. And then we have dealing with an issue regarding the home repairs and, whatnot. So yeah, basically from this card, I'm just getting they're dealing with a lot of stuff that regards life, family, home, um, obligations. There's a lot going on for your person right now. So with anything coming out of this message today, Divine Feminine, I know that you love with all your heart and that you want to feel the love. You want it to be reciprocated. You may be very much in a romantic mindset, especially, with Valentine's Day rolling around the corner. You may be gearing up for that and being hopeful that something pans out that's like above and beyond romantic, because God knows how long it's been since you've had a night or a day or a date that was romantic like that. But you're just really being called right now to be patient and empathetic towards your person and understanding, and knowing that, you know, even though you are their whole world and they love you more than anything, more than words can describe, in order for them to make you happy ultimately and to take care of you, the other part of their world is their work obligations, their career obligations. And that is very important for you and for them, for both of you, for your family. And they're feeling the pressures of that right now. So Divine just wants you to keep that in perspective, and not everything appears as it seems. You may be feeling like they don't love you, or they're losing interest, or they're not putting forth the effort like they used to, but in actuality they want to. They're just mentally exhausted and feeling the burdens of life, and just need you to be understanding and supportive and to be patient with them, because when this passes and they get through this, whatever it is that they're going through outside of your home that is putting so much stress on them, once this passes them by and they get beyond it, they have every single intention to taking the fruits of their labor and showing you a good time, to giving you the things that you need, and to giving you the attention that you deserve. They know you want it and they know you need it and they want to give it to you. They just aren't there right now at this very moment mentally. So if you want to feel the love and you want the love to be reciprocated, you have to keep moving and walking in love and giving it to your person and letting them know that you are there for them and that you understand them, and that no matter what, you are their family. You are in their wolf pack. They're not doing this for no good reason. Like, let them realize, let them see that no matter what, you're always going to be there for them and love them and support them, just like you want them to love and support you. So that is your message for this week's love reading. I really hope it helped clarify some things for you. And I really, really do hope that whatever is happening in your relationship and in the midst of your love, that it works out and that you start seeing the signs and the uptick into a better energy and a more loving environment and energy. Be patient. Soon, probably a couple weeks, but give it some time. All right. Anyways, that is your message, and have a good day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye, guys.